I got you good, I got you sweet, got you on hold. My baby knows what I'm all about, what I'm all about. My baby knows what I'm all about, what I'm all about. Keep moving fast, keep moving slow, keep rhythm up, baby. You got me good, you got me sweet, got me on hold. Baby knows what I want, baby knows just how I'm feeling now. You got me locking, popping, stopping, rocking, freaking, I'm freewheeling for a while. My baby knows what I'm all about, what I'm all about. My baby knows what I'm all about, what I'm all about. I may be here, I may be there,
All right. Hello, hello, hello. Let me change my camera. And we are good to go. Looks like everything's working. How's everybody doing? It's Monday night, Ramble. Again. It's the first show of 2020. Let's see what we got. This camera looks different than that one. I'm having trouble with that back camera as far as the color correction. It's a little off, a little pinkish to my liking, but this one looks okay, so I'll figure it out someday. I don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time, so tonight we're playing the R9. There you go. That's the R9 through the Helix using a custom patch that I built about a few weeks ago. And use my EP booster, my actual EP booster, the pedal, the analog pedal with it. I use the EP booster right in the front of it. So I go in through the EP booster into my Helix, and then I have my chain of stuff. For those interested, not everybody's interested, but hey, it's my show. I can say what I want. All right, so let's get to the chat. What do you say? Man, this thing is loud in my headphones. Let me just turn that down a bit. Wow. There we go. That's much better. Hopefully you guys can all see and hear. I'm sure somebody will let me know if there's an issue. Zach Thong, first guy in. Sorry, Zach, we don't have a prize for the first guy, but we do have a prize tonight. So we'll be drawing something. I'll show you what that is. I guess in about 20 minutes or so. So stay tuned. Ben Coombs, how are you, Ben? Hope you're doing well. We got James Severin. Hello, Mr. Custom Cote. Yeah, not custom tonight. Custom's back there. It's hanging out with Goldilocks back there, the R6. Just giving it a break tonight. Been playing the hell out of it last week, though. So today, on the weekend, I played a little bit more with the R9 and the Telecaster, believe it or not. Just, rotating guitars. I'm going to be changing the strings on this one and the R6 probably next week. I want to go to a heavier gauge. I'm starting to get used to a little bit heavier gauge. I like the tension of it a little bit more. So I'm going to try out some different stuff next week and see what happens. Joe Hervey, what's going on? Nice to see you. Upside Down's in here. How are you? And we'll keep going down. Hank Hill, how are ya? Nice to see you, bro. There's Chicken Guitars. Chicken Guitar says she missed a Rob Chapman drama. I was too busy in my studio worrying about music and stuff. Well, there you go. And that's probably the best thing for you to do, is not worry about the YouTube drama and all the other stuff that's going on with these folks. I feel sometimes it might actually be rigged. So they these guys probably talk to each other and say, hey, why don't you create this and do this, and we'll get a lot of views, and who knows. But I don't know enough about the story to comment, so I guess I should not comment and keep my trap shut, because I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't know Rob Chapman. I've never met him. I don't know his story, so for me to comment on it, probably not the best. But I will look into it. I'm interested, and I'll give you my opinion if I end up having one. Music Therapy Laz, how are ya? Very nice to see you. Just going down. Janice Lala, hello. I hope you're caught up with all your videos. I know you're always catching up, but it is a chore trying to keep up with everybody's videos and content. Phil Mosley, how are you, Phil? Phil's having a show tonight at 9. Ben's having a show at 8. As usual, we've got the 1, 2, 3 punch. So definitely tune into those guys. They always give you great content. Janice doesn't know anything about the Chapman. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about it either, so I guess I shouldn't bring it up. But hey, if it's news and people talk about it, it is what it is. Thrash Metal, what's going on? Thrash. Dog Paws in the house. There we go. Music Therapy Laz, saw you there. Okay, cool. I think I'm getting caught up here really quickly. Dwight Bailey's in here. How are you, Dwight? I think Dwight is on the I think it's him that's on the live wires. I got my shirt from Brian S. I don't know if Brian S. is in here, but he sent me two really cool shirts. This one and another one that I will show you at another time because it's really cool. I got a different show planned for that shirt. And he sent me some cool picks. And my favorite, I really like this Metallica pick. It's the White Fang. It was released last year at Summer NAMM. Dude, I can't get them anywhere. I go to all my music stores and nobody has them. And I think they're on order or something, but this is a 1.14. I think they make even thicker ones than this, but I really like the texture of it. The only thing I find with it is that I seem to use them very quickly. I only have a few, and if I play them, for a couple of days, they really seem to use up fast. I don't know if it's just me or other folks are seeing that, compared to some other picks that I've tried that have lasted me longer. But anyway, thank you very much, Brian Stewart, for sending me that stuff. It was really cool of you. And I will wear it and appreciate it. Let's see. What else we've got? Edwin Crane in the house. How are you, Edwin? So we've got a ton of people still coming in here. Okay, cool. All right, I think I'm at the bottom here. Thrash Metal's got you. Brad Miller, how are you? I hope you might be driving. FYI, Phil has to cancel tonight. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, Phil says, let me know, Phil. No show tonight. Oh, okay. Back next week with a super huge surprise. All right. Okay, well, there you go. Phil's taking a break tonight. He's got something on the go for next week, so tune in next week. I'm sure there's other stuff happening tonight, too, with other channels if you're interested. BV Ninja's in here. Salut. Salut, comment ça va, BV? Chouette que tu vas bien. Let's see. Marco's Images is in here. Hi, all the best to everyone. Mitch Heyman. There you go. Mitch is on his phone, so cut him some slack if he's not tagging you in the chat. So let me put my R9, unless somebody wants to have a look at this, let me know and I'll give you a closer look. Or any of the guitars, I can bring them down and let you see them closer. But most of you have seen them all, so hold on. All right. Put that there. Okay, settle in here for a little bit. Oh man. Okay. What do we got? Yeah, so today was the first day back to work after being on vacation for 2 weeks. That's always fun. Getting up at 5 this morning was quite the ordeal for me. When you're off for 2 weeks and you sleep in every day and you stay up late and you start to get used to that, and then Sunday night comes around where you have to go to work in the morning, and man, it's just, I don't know, man. But I got through it, and back into the routine of going in, producing videos at work, for work, and not for stuff in here. But I'm still doing stuff in here when I'm home, so I guess it never ends. It never ends, folks. I can't look too close. I just drew. Yeah, well, you just... There's worse things in life, I suppose. Bearded Blues Dude, how are you? And so on the weekend, I got a chance to go to the motorcycle show every year in January. First weekend of January, we have our big Toronto motorcycle super show, they call it, where, a lot of custom bikes are there, a lot of gear and specials, and all the manufacturers show some new stuff, and it's always a great time. We usually go on the Friday because... on Saturday, it's like crazy busy. Sunday, so, but a lot of the good stuff, if you're going there to buy something, is usually gone by Saturday morning anyway, when the crowds are all in there. But Friday is not too bad. There's still a lot of people on Friday, but I find that it's a little easier to get around. And I wanted to get some boots and a jacket. I didn't buy the jacket, but I did find boots, and, you save like 30-40% off regular price. So it's a good time to buy the stuff when you need it. So I was able to find that and get that out of the way. But yeah, it was a good show. I did a video. I posted it this morning. So if you're if you're interested in seeing what that's about, it's about 7 minutes. So it's really, going through some of the major parts of the show and kind of a little fun video walkthrough. I shot everything with the GoPro and it came out actually pretty good. I was surprised because it was kind of my my NAM rig that I put together. I wanted to give it a good test. I didn't interview anybody or talk to anybody like I will be at NAM, but it was a good test to use the rig and to see what the quality of the video was going to be like. So I was quite impressed with that little GoPro. It's a GoPro 7 that I have. The GoPro 8 is out and it's even better apparently. But the only thing with the GoPro, I find the battery life is a little poor on it. It seems to eat a lot of batteries. So that's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I've got an idea what to do at NAM. I'm going to get an external battery, try to hook it up to my rig, and then put it in. I'll test it on the weekend to see how much life it gives the GoPro. If I can go, 2 to 3 hours on just one battery, that'd be awesome. So that's the goal anyway. We'll see. It's a little work in progress. Bearded Blue, I'm feeling right now. Just back from 2 weeks off. Oh, yeah, so you know my pain, Bearded Blues dude. You know my pain. Joe, you like more metal? Okay, Thrash giving us some metal names. I'm not a morning person. I give you all some major credit. Yeah, I'm not well, you know what? Once I get back in the routine, I'm fine. But if I didn't have to get up at 5 every day, I probably wouldn't. I like getting up around, usually I wake up around 7:30, 8 o'clock anyway. I'm up, but if I don't have to go anywhere, sometimes I'll just lay in bed and watch a few YouTube videos or something. Then I'll get up and get my day going around 8:30, 9 o'clock. But once I get into the routine, I'm fine. But it's when you're off for a couple of weeks and you get out of that routine, it's not that great. But you got to do what you got to do. Make a living, folks. Making a living. Let's see if I'm missing anything here. So yeah, the motorcycle show was really cool. So definitely check out the video and let me know how what you guys think. It's on the channel now. Tyler Jackson, howdy. And if you do have a question or anything for me, just tag me in here so I'll see it right away. What else is going on? NAM is in I'm leaving next Wednesday, not this Wednesday coming, but next Wednesday. So I've got some stuff lined up for that. I actually got a complimentary pass from Gibson, which was like totally cool. Because I already had my pass. It was through work and stuff. But I got the pass from Gibson because they had, we had met with the guys, the reps and Aljon and everybody when we went to Summer NAM. And I've been keeping in touch with them since then, and I shot a video for the Gibson guys when they were at Summer NAM. They had a jam band thing going on outside where Aljon and some employees of Gibson played a set of covers and stuff. And I was there, and I took a bunch of footage with the GoPro. And when I got back home, I did a edit on it, and they featured it on their Facebook page and stuff. And I didn't, Aljon said, we'll give you something for it or whatever. I said, I don't want nothing for it, just use it. And it was just a pleasure to meet everybody, and a chance to go to NAM was awesome. And going to the Gibson factory and to the big VIP show they had, that was just enough for me. But because I guess because I did that and stuff, we kept in touch, and he sent me the pass, so that was awesome. So that's kind of cool. And they've given me a pass to go to the VIP event for Gibson on Thursday night at NAM, which is taking place at some bar not far, or I don't know if it's a bar or a concert theater or something. It looks like a pretty big place. I looked at it online. So that'll be fun. And there's a couple other events that I'm scheduled to go to. I think Friday night is a Line 6 event that I've got an invite to, which is awesome as well. So I'll find out more about if there's anything new going on with the Helix. Is there something, replacing the Helix soon coming out, or any news of that nature? And so it'll be nice to talk to those folks, and the engineers will be there as well. So if I've got questions regarding some of the stuff that I'm using on a regular basis, I'll be able to talk to them directly. I'll try to take footage of all these things. I don't know, maybe sometimes when you go to a VIP event or something, they don't they might not want you to shoot video if there's an artist there or something like that, there's copyright and all kinds of stuff sometimes. So I'll make sure I'm okay to film. And if I am, then, I'll take some footage and share it all with everybody in the community. I'm sure you guys would like to see some of that stuff too. So I will do my best to bring some of that stuff to you. But I'll talk more about next Monday's show. Will be more focused around the plans once I'm getting more stuff set up with the schedule now, and trying to put together everything that I'll be doing at NAMM. And I can talk more about that next Monday's show. Gary Tholander, what's up? Nice to see you. Gary's been live streaming quite a bit. He does some pretty long shows. I think he did one just, was it yesterday or sometime on the weekend? I got it in my feed. I didn't watch it yet with Metalhead Hippie, so I've got to check that out. It's nice to see all you guys, like a lot of people in the community are starting to do their own shows and live stream and, putting out content. That's always cool. Not everybody wants to do that. I understand. But, if you're thinking about doing something like that and you just want to give it a try, absolutely, go at it. All right. Let me go to my news. Where's my news thing again? I had to reconfigure a few things here. Here's my news. And we'll look at only one news item here that I'm seeing that I'm really kind of interested in, but we'll have a look at that. Do that. There we go. All right. Well, for some reason my my desktop thing isn't showing my desktop. Let me just see if I can fix that quickly. If not, it's not a big deal. LG. Oh, there we go. Okay. Got it. So let me just bring up my picture-in-picture thing. There's my picture. Cool. All right. That looks good. Do that. So 1958, on this day, January 6, 1958, the Flying V was out. Gibson Guitars launched its Flying V electric guitar, and that was 1958. So here's some pictures of the original V and some different models that have come out. I don't know. I haven't played too many Flying Vs in my music journey, let's say. I don't mind them. I don't mind the look of them and stuff. I just don't know. The ones that I've played, I haven't given them much time, so I don't like. I find that they play easy enough when you're standing up, and getting that access high up on the neck is pretty cool. But just never really bonded with the Flying V for some reason. But anyway, it was back on this day, 1958, that thing came out. The Explorer came out as well, but not on this day. It was still in 1958. And then they had this other thing, the Gibson Modern. That is a weird looking thing. I wonder if I can bring up the picture. Does it give us a bigger picture? Yeah, look at that thing. I've never seen one of those in person. I don't think I'd be interested in one of those, even if I had. But yeah, the Modern. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. Oh, there, my browser's freaking out. What is going on? And they've had different. They've come out with a couple of Generation 2, or version 2 was released in 1967, which looks a lot like the original. If I can look at the original here, the original was, and it was a different wood, I think. It says, I'm just looking here, if it's Carina or something. It was a different wood, and then they went to mahogany when they came out with version 2, I believe. 1978 Flying, yeah, 1978 the version 2 is released. Featured 5-layer sandwich of alternating maple and walnut woods. Oh, interesting. Then they had this reverse flying V thing. What the hell is that? And they had a flying V bass that came out in, looks like 2007. A limited run of 400 reverse flying Vs were produced in 2007. Not something I would be interested in, but obviously it didn't work because they don't make that anymore. Michael Schenker of UFO and Rudolph Schenker, KK Downing, all those guys are known for the flying V. And I know as a kid when I was growing up, it was a pretty iconic guitar. So that's pretty interesting. So if you can go back to 1958 on this exact day, that's when they did that. So pretty cool. Let's see. I'm just going to go back to the chat real quick here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Bearded Blue Dude says, I don't have that Bond either, but I still want one. Yeah, they're cool. I mean, they are cool. But I don't know. If I had, when I have limited funds to spend on guitars and stuff, I tend to go with what really grabs me. And obviously you guys can see back there what does it for me is Les Pauls and Tellys. So, if I had unlimited resources and I could get whatever I want, I'd probably have one of those in the collection just to have and, play once in a while. But as one of my main guitars, I don't think so. Not for me anyway. It doesn't, doesn't inspire me the way that Les Paul does, I suppose. Hey, Brad Egan, you made it. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. How's the house coming? I know that Brad's building a house in Ottawa. So I hope that's coming along. That's always a big project, so there's all kinds of hiccups sometimes with that stuff. So hope that's working out okay for you. Ben says Texas Toast Guitars builds a version of the Modern these days. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know. I'm not big on that shape. That Modern thing just doesn't do anything for me. I don't know why. I guess I'm really traditional when it comes to guitar shapes. What is this? Oh, some, and then there's some NAMM stuff that's already been leaked out as far as what's coming out. So Reverend's unveiling 3 new guitar models. I guess that's already been posted on the web. One of them looks like a Les Paul type of thing, a single cut. And then they've got this, I don't know what this red one is, more like maybe like a Jaguar or something of that nature. So they've already released the information on this. I think unless they're releasing something that they haven't shown yet online, that's what Reverend is doing at NAMM. But there's already been a lot of news with Ibanez too, that they showed a lot of their new models. So I guess companies don't necessarily wait till the show to I guess introduce and show their products that they're releasing. Some of them will show it ahead of time, like some of these companies here. So I guess it's a strategy, I suppose. Yeah, Ibanez, and there's a couple of things that have been announced. Nothing. Again, we're going to be talking a lot more about the NAMM. Next Monday will be more about that and what I have scheduled for NAMM when I leave next Wednesday. So that'll be the 15th. So next Monday's show, I'm going to dedicate more to NAMM. So I just wanted to show a few little things tonight in the news about that and talk about the Flying V, which was created on this day, 1958. Let me go back here. What we got? 2 to 3 weeks, Brad says his house will be ready. Awesome, man. Take some pictures. Send me some pictures. And, okay, Brad, you're building a studio? Awesome. That'll be great. Oh, Ben's been tasked with playing the new Reverends. There you go. Yeah, you're going there with for Flipside, I believe. So you're going to probably have to do some stuff, cover some of the stuff that they're looking at. I know that they carry Reverend, so it's probably a good match there. Did I miss something from Upside Down? upside down. If you asked me a question, I didn't see it. Sorry, bro. I'm looking back here and seeing. No, I don't have extra pass. I just got the one from Gibson. My work pass is what really got me registered because of the audio components of it. But I'm going to be using the Gibson pass as my pass because I'd rather have that and not buyer on the pass, because when you have buyer on the pass and you're walking around NAM, then they all come at you because, companies want to sell their stuff. If I'm going there as a guest of Gibson, it's a lot different vibe. So I'm going to do it that way. Music therapy labs. You have an extra minutes. Need a driver in LA. I do need a driver though, but I don't have an extra pass. I only have the one that Gibson, and I couldn't give you the CFPC one, which is my work one, because that would probably put me in have some issues. But I might have something coming in the next couple of days, and if that happens, I will let you know. The Mini Jackson white body neck. Joe Hervey, not the V for Joe. Okay. Cool. All right. So it's 7:30. What do you say we give away something? I know we did that once before, and that was a lot of fun. And it's not a guitar, so don't everybody go crazy or anything. Let me get my stuff set up here so we can do this like we did last time. And let me just change my screen to that. Actually, I'm going to put back this screen and we're going to go to our little random. Well, why don't I show you what we're giving away? That's probably a little bit easier. Let me see. Okay, cool. So this is what we're giving away. We're giving away a pair of, they're not AirPods, they're from another company that makes AirPods. They work with iPhones, they work with Android phones. They're essentially copies of the AirPods, I should say. So they've got their own charging case, and they're Bluetooth and have all some really cool features. They've been reviewed by a lot of people online, and they're really good apparently. So that's what we're giving away tonight. So if you've got an iPhone or an Android phone, it works with what else? Even computer and stuff, I think, if you just wanted to use it for that. It has a built-in mic as well on it, so you could use it if you're doing, something online, like Skype and all that stuff, I suppose. So let's do that. Let's give away a pair of headphones. Let me see if I'm missing anything here. Okay, Music Therapy Labs, I will definitely let you know. That's cool. That's good to know. That's good to know. I do plan on visiting some guitar stores when I'm there. I'm just trying to work out the schedule to see what days will work best. I'm actually there until I'm leaving on Monday morning. So Sunday is kind of an open day for me to do some stuff like that. I don't know if all the stores are open on Sunday down in that area. Stuff like Norm's, and I'm pretty sure Guitar Center is open, and some other stores that I be interested in checking out. So that's probably what I'll be doing on Sunday. But that could change depending on what events are happening. I don't have the full schedule in front of me right now. All right, so for those of you that weren't here last time, what we did, we ran a wheel. It was a contest wheel, and we picked a number, 1 to 20. Everybody picked a number. If there was a tie, we would redraw. Just the people who tied, we would rerun the wheel. And then we would pick the closest without going over would win the prize. So I will ship so let me go to my screen so I can actually show you the packaging here. So they are. They're from a company called i7S. They make all kinds of electronics and stuff that works with iPhones and Android. Different colors and stuff. These are the white ones. They come with their own case, just like the AirPods and everything else. Now let me go back here. And all right. Let's put their little. Where's my tunes? I had tunes before. There we go. And I need. Oh yeah, I need to do the reverb thing, right? Testing 1 2 1 2. There we go. Everybody ready? Monday. It's a big Monday night. It's a Monday night ramble. We've got a big contest tonight, folks. Got folks from all over the world. I hope you're ready for another big draw. Let me bring down that music a little bit here. Perfect. Wow. That's a lot of reverb. Yes, don't start picking yet. Jeez. All right, welcome to Monday Night Ramble. Very exciting times, an exciting show. If you haven't watched it before, you're in for a treat. Let me see here. Thankfully, I'm self-employed, so I just get. All right, cool. I will let you know. Music Therapy Labs, that's an awesome thing. Thank you. Don't put me in the giveaway. I have a few I am. Okay. Well, the only way you're in the giveaway is if you pick a number, and I will tell you when to pick your number. Let me see if I can bring up. Oh, wow, check that thing out. Cool. So, how many people we got? 33. Bing, bang, boom. We bring down our music even more here. Perfect. All right, are we ready to do this? This is the Monday Night Ramble contest. We're giving away a pair of wireless headphones. They're Bluetooth, and you're going to love them, all right? Marco's image. Yeah, go ahead and start picking your numbers, folks. I'm going to give you a few minutes. It's going to be a 1 to 20. 1 to 20. Everybody pick a number. Doesn't matter if people pick the same number. We're going to redraw if we get a tie. No, Thrash. Let's do it, folks. No, not 69. 1 to 20. 1 to 20. There we go. Numbers are starting to come in now, folks. Coming in hard and heavy. There we go. Stafford Music's in there too. Awesome. Nice to see you. We got Quentin in here. How's it going, Quentin? Got a bunch of people coming in now, folks. We've got the draw, so everybody's coming in. Monday. Quentin, hour 9, yeah. There we go. Adam, there we go. We got him coming in good there. I'll give you another couple of, I'll give you one more minute. One more minute, folks. And there we go. Keep going. You're doing great. You're doing great. You can only pick one number, so don't go picking a bunch of them. Oh, Dale. Yeah, Dale already won a pedal last time. Dale and David Ennis won the pedals last time. So that's nice of you, Dale, for not entering this one, giving somebody else a chance, because you seem to win a lot of these contests for some reason. Music Therapy Labs, 666. I should have put that on the wheel. 666. All right, we've got another 30 seconds, folks, and then we spin the big wheel. Yep, and now let me bring on that music even more so we can figure this out. Here we go. We're getting ready to spin the wheel. I think I've got everybody in here, honestly. That's not why I'm here. No, I know Stafford Music. It's all good, brother. All right. Everybody ready to spin this wheel? Let me go ahead and do that. Here we go, folks. Good luck to everybody. Everybody's picked a number, and here we go. 14. Let me go back here. Let me go back. right here. Marco's image was the first guy in. And do I see a 14 anywhere? I see 114 as one of 31. I think that's the only one. Oh, good Lord, we only have the one. It looks like. I'm double checking. Give me a second to double check, folks. I'll make sure we get this right. 12. It looks like it's 1 of 31. 1 of 31. Got a 14. That's 14 there, as you can all see. On this Monday Night Ramble giveaway, it looks like 1 of 31. Oh, look at that. We got a winner already. I thought we would do a tiebreaker, but I guess we're not doing that because we've got a winner. Hold on. So 1 of 31, come on down. You're the lucky winner. And what I need you to do is, let me just cut back to my camera here. And that. All right, so 1 of 31 won that one. There you go. So what I need you to do, 1 of 31, if you are not following me on Facebook, please do that. And if you don't have Facebook, just send me, I need to get your email so that I can get your information to send this out. I'm not sure where you're located, but I will send it out to you sometime this week if you can send me your information. So yeah, if you go to my Facebook page, you can see it there on the screen where it's Six String Brian, and send me a private message with your information, or just a quick message. I'll get back to you. Or yeah, that's the best way to do it. But if you don't have a Facebook or whatever, then let me know, and I'll get in touch with you through here, through YouTube or something, and I'll just get your email. So there you go, folks. It's Monday Night Ramble giveaway, and we've got a winner with 1 of 31. Where's 1 of 31 located? Let me take off this music. It's probably driving Joe Hervey mad at this point. There we go. Monday, Monday, Monday. Perfect. All right. So now that we're back to normal, so this is it. Congratulations, 1 of 31. And thanks everybody for playing along. It's always fun. So let me go here and go here. Everything looks good. Looks like we're still streaming good. So we've got about 15 minutes or so left in the show. What I thought we could do is just do a quick Q&A. If you have any questions, if you want to see anything here, we'll finish it off with that. I don't really have any other news that I don't really want to get into too much NAMM stuff, because I want to keep that for next week with all the news that I'll be doing at NAMM. So we'll keep that for next week. Dog Plus says I picked 3 my emotional age. They're coming over the pond. There you go. Yeah, I'll ship it over to you. They're pretty cool, actually. I'm surprised that Apple lets them get away with it, because it's pretty much a direct copy. The case and everything, the chargeable case. But it is what it is. Thanks for stopping in there, Stafford. It's nice to see you on a live show. You're welcome, Bearded Blues. Okay, so let me go back here. You're welcome on at 31. So let me just grab my guitar for a second. So the next thing I'm starting to work on, as far as guitar playing, as most of you know, I've been working on the scales and doing some stuff with the modes, and I've got that coming down, doing well with that stuff. But one thing I've never really done is triads. I know what they are, but I've never really you know, figured out everything, like where they, different positions and how they work, because I know there's different inversions and all kinds of stuff. So that's the type of stuff that I'll probably be focusing on in the next couple of weeks. I like to give myself a couple of weeks to a month on working on one thing after I kind of get through something. So the modes took me, you know, a good month to really, you know, jam and do everything using just one mode and then moving over to the next, like the Mixolydian and stuff. And understanding that there's a different sound to the modes, like that's the key, is to hear it, not just memorize, you know, the patterns and so forth. So that's what I've got on the agenda for the next learning objective, is really getting the triads down and understanding how to use them. Let's see. Thanks, Stafford. BV says, make sure to go to Friedman boot. Yes, I've heard that there's a couple of new things coming from Friedman. I'm really interested to see that. I'm a big fan of Friedman stuff, and I had the Friedman amp, and I enjoyed it, and I just wasn't using tube amps in my setup here. I was using more the Helix because I need something that has that direct in to the interface, and using IRs and stuff is important. So I'm not sure what Friedman is releasing, but what I'm seeing as far as trends going on with amp companies is a lot of folks are going the way that Rev and the PT15, the Pete Thorne amp, are going, where they're building in load boxes and IRs and kind of blending the two worlds together in one box. And if Friedman does that, and they can do it very well. I know that Dave Friedman is very picky when it comes to, he has a definite opinion about modelers and the digital technology. He's really an analog guy. But if he goes down that road, he's probably going to have it done a little differently and probably a lot better, in my opinion, knowing what I know of Dave. So I'm looking forward to that if that's what's coming out. I don't know. I haven't, you know, I've just heard that there are a few things coming from Friedman, and with rumors going around with all the amp companies that are starting to get into this, because I think that the amp sales have actually gone down from what people, you know, a lot of people say, yeah, tubes are here forever and all this stuff. But in reality, when we look at the numbers of the amp sales in the last couple of years, the trend is downwards. And I think amp companies are starting to rethink their focus when it comes to building that type of product, and how they can, you know, get back to maybe blending two worlds into one and giving us the best of both worlds, which would be awesome. So if Friedman does come out with a product like that, I'm very interested in that, definitely. So they are high on my list to go and check out. And hopefully what I'd like to do is I know Dave is super, super busy when he's at this thing. I'd like to have a few minutes just to talk to him and maybe do a quick interview with him on camera. But, you know, keep my fingers crossed, you know, who am I? You know, he's probably in demand for a lot of other people. So, but I'm very, very interested in seeing what him and other amp companies are going to do, because there's definitely a trend downwards with some of the traditional tube amps. So we will see. We will see what will happen. Let me go down here. Careful what you wish for. Somebody said something here. I'm just trying to get the comment. Oh, Paul Liu. Triads are easy to learn, and once you get started, it gets easier because you recognize them quicker. I hope that's the case. And from what I've just started now, you know, looking at them and looking at a couple of lessons online, and I'm kind of getting the gist of it. It's just figuring out, you know, a major and a minor triad. There's there's obviously a difference. So I'm trying to figure out if those shapes are all the same throughout and how they blend together. And because if you're doing a scale, you're getting major, minor, minor, major, minor, 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 major type of thing. I want to be able to do that with the triads. And if I'm playing something in C, in the key of C, I want to be able to do everything in triads under that key with all the notes. So it's interesting. It's always cool when you learn something new and you start to understand how everything kind of connects, not just triads, but how the modes and the scales and everything is everything is connected in a way or another. And once you start to decipher that code a little bit and you start making sense of why that happens, and then you start to hear it tonally in your, by listening, that's the exciting part for me. Triads is any three notes that make a chord, so the recipe for A major is easily moved. Yeah, exactly, thrash. Same for A minor once you know the recipe. I think I'll get it pretty quickly, like a lot quicker than I did getting the modes, that's for sure. But it'd take a little bit of time to just kind of get my head around certain things. And then get into inversions, retrograde I don't know what that is. I know inversions basically that you can put the note, the bass note can be either of the three notes that make up a chord, and those are your three inversions for that particular chord. So I know that, but I haven't heard retrograde inversions. But I'm sure it'll all come up in my journey. Edwin Crane, yeah, modes. Modes were a big deal for me. Once I got my head around that, it opened up a whole new world. Let's put it that way. Friedman, when your partner starts suggesting porn, you got issues. Can't tell you what, but not that. Okay, so BV Ninja knows, I guess, what Friedman, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm always impressed with what Friedman has going. Brad says he likes the new Rev G20. A lot of people seem to like that amp. I saw it when I went to NAMM this summer, but I didn't try one. But I've heard a lot of demos online, and it sounds pretty good. I can't remember what the price of that amp is. I know that the Pete Thorne one is super expensive here in where I am, in Ontario anyway, Canada. Not something I would be willing to pump down that type of money for sure. Hey, Guitarac, what's going on? Guitarac, send me a message either later tonight or tomorrow. So I need to talk to you about something. And if you want to talk to Dave Ketchum early in the first day, don't go late. Yeah, well, I'll be there first thing Thursday morning because I get there Wednesday, so I'll be up and going first thing. Maybe that'll be the first thing I hit is the Friedman. I'll check out where they're at and go right there. That's probably the plan for me. Modes and scales are easy. Learning triad is work. Well, I found the modes weren't that easy. Once I got my head around them, they were, but it took me a little bit of time to figure that one out. I just posted that song on Facebook. I hope I don't get banned. What song? Must have missed something in the discussion. I'm bad with that. I go back and watch my live streams after to make sure everything worked okay and the sound and that, and then I follow the chat. And sometimes I see stuff that I miss. So I apologize for that if I'm missing any of your questions or anything. Root third, fifth. Yeah, that part I know. And so it's just figuring out, if I'm playing a G chord, I got to figure out what notes make up the G like really quick. I can do it by looking and just doing, okay, I know that, there's a G, the root, B, and I guess it's D. D, yeah. So I can figure it out. It's just doing it on the fly really quick and then knowing where the triad is. Let's see. G20 is $15.99 Canadian. So that's a good price. That's not bad for that amp. But the Pete Thorne one is like over $3,000, I think. So probably double that price. And I don't know if is it twice as good as a G20? Is it, I don't know. Like I've never tried it, but I know I wouldn't pay that much for a 15 watt amp with IRs. I just can't see myself ever doing that. Let's see. Play a bassman. Yeah. It is hard to keep track of this chat. And I don't have that many people. I don't even know how many people are in here right now. 37, so we might have had like 40 something at the peak tonight. And some guy, like, I know Guitar Hack gets 80 plus, and guys like Pete Thorne and everybody get hundreds of people in there. So I don't know how they keep up with it, because it's a chore for me to try to do. That's for sure. 236. Not sure what that means. And 7. But I know, like, that's a shape of a triad, right? And then there is this. This is another shape, I believe. And then there's the D shape. So that's the stuff I'm really going to dive into and get my head around. Let me see. No custom tonight. Well, I could, but there's not much time left, so. Yeah, Guitar Hack, thanks, man. Message me when I'm done. Take this off and let me do this. Little chorus action. Don't use chorus a lot, but I have it in my chain here to kind of bring them in and out when I need. I do like the trem stuff. Man, when I put that trem on, it adds a lot of low end for some reason. I have to check my settings on my trem. Yep. That's the fun thing about the Helix. You can put anything you want in there and play around. Let's see. BV says, when you set up your live event, you can engage. Yeah, that's true too. I should try that slow mode in chat. It's not that it's going too fast. It's just sometimes I'm scrolling and I miss stuff because maybe it's just my monitor I need to make the text bigger or something. But when you guys are highlighting me or tagging me, I can see it instantly. That way I go right to that comment. So that's why I like that part. But I don't know. I'll get used to it. Any 3 notes. It's just learning the names and how to use them, I guess, Edwin says. David Ennis, how are you? Nice to see you. I think you're late because I didn't see your entry for the contest. But you won a pedal, so you're all good. Just get the hang of interval values, and you can work. Yes, intervallic values. Yes, that apparently is a key to all of this stuff. And I do have a grasp of it somewhat, knowing, basically my intervals for scales and everything, and working my way throughout the neck and everything of that nature. So I'll get there. I'll definitely get there. It's not something that, knowing what I know today, if I went back exactly a year back, like January 6, 2019, very different. Let's put it that way, as far as music theory, technique, playing with things and understanding how they work together. Put a lot of work into it this year, and I'm happy where I'm at. I've got a lot to learn still, but I do it in phases. I kind of pick one thing and I stick, like the modes, let's say. I picked that and I stayed with that for a few months and just really worked on that as hard as I could to understand that. Just like when I did when I got back into guitar and I got in, had to relearn the pentatonic and every position of the neck and understand relative minor to major, all that stuff. So I'm doing it in stages. I'm kind of going, okay, I'll work on that now. I'm just focusing on that. Then I move over. So the next thing for me is those triads. That's where I'm going with that. It's all fun. It's all good, and I enjoy it. So it's 8 o'clock. I see Ben just started his show. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Next week, we'll be talking all about NAMM, and my schedule will probably be, have more things added to it so that I can discuss that, give you a heads up on what will be happening while I'm at NAMM. Hopefully the weather here is okay when I leave. You know how that goes in winter. If you get a plane delay or something at the airport, that's always fun. So I hope that that doesn't happen. So let's hope for the best with that. And I've got a video coming out on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday morning, and that will cover that guitar right there, the Les Paul Custom. So kind of a quick overview of that guitar and a little review on it and some details about it. So definitely check that out. That's coming out on Wednesday morning. And there's a possible Thursday show that I might be part of. So I can't announce it right now because it's not a guarantee, but I will let everybody know. And if you follow me on Facebook, I kind of post a lot of stuff on there if I'm doing anything. And so that's about it. Thanks for jumping on with me tonight. Congratulations to Wana31. You won the headphones. Can't focus, but there it is. Get me your information. I will send that out to you. Zach Thong, BV Ninja, Edwin Quain, Dwight Bailey, Janice, Brad Miller, Brad Egan, Music Therapy Laz, David Ennis, Joe Hervey, Upside Down, Thrash Metal, Ben Coombs, Dogpaw, so many of you in here, Tyler Jackson, everybody, thanks a lot for jumping in. And with that, I think that pretty much covers our evening. And I will bid you a great week. And if I do, sometimes I do an off-the-cuff type of stream on an afternoon, either Thursday or Friday afternoon. If that happens, jump in and join me, and we'll do something cool. All right. And with that, have a great week, folks. Take care.